Hello everyone, welcome in another episode of Chess Classics. In this series we look at the games of great players, we try to analyze them and improve our middle game understanding, pawn structures, endgames, all the things that combines together might make you a better chess player. Today the game that we would like to talk about, discuss, look at is a game between Nimzowitsch versus Tarrasch that has been played in Petersburg in 1914. And the game started with the move d4, d5, so for now pretty normal stuff. We're gonna play as black this one because black really played a wonderful game. So that's why we want to look at this board, to look at this game from black's perspective. E6, e3, knight f6, bishop to d3, knight c6, castles, bishop to d6, b3, castles, bishop to b2, and b6, knight to b2, bishop b7, rook c1, queen to e7. Okay, so for now we just reached some position, and now it's a first moment when something interesting happened. Black started with c takes d5, e takes d5, knight h4. So he's clearly trying to put his knight on f5. Should we allow this knight to go on f5? Of course not. We should somehow cover this square. Going with the bishop to c8 doesn't look very appealing. It looks rather weird to just play the move bishop b7 and then come back to c8. And since there are no other moves than g6, then the move g6 has been played in the game, after which Nimzowitsch just put his knight back on f3. So it's pretty clear that his idea was to actually force this move g6 to maybe make this bishop look stronger in this diagonal in the future. Interesting position, interesting maneuver. Rook a to d8 has been played, and now Nimzowitsch just took on c5 to try to open up this bishop here. And after b takes c5, bishop to b5, which honestly I am not a huge fan of this move. But well, he's trying to possibly make this bishop really look strong on this diagonal and make the move d4 a bit harder to prepare. Now knight to e4 has been played, very strong move. White obviously doesn't want to take, because now after d takes e4 there are too much trouble on this h2. This rook is in the same file as the queen, so knight to d2 would be the correct way. But now bishop to c7, very simple, and now some kind of threat of double attack on this on these two pieces. I think it's pretty clear that black has a wonderful attack. And so yeah, white should not go for this. Instead he played the move bishop takes c6, which honestly probably is not a great decision, since I don't think black was actually threatening to go somewhere with this knight. He could actually wait. There's no reason to give up the bishop right now. Maybe something like queen to e2, and well, you can always take on c6, possibly after some move like a6. Now it is possible to take on c6. The point is you probably don't want to take here, because after taking a knight to b4, black pieces are very active. But yeah, as I said, maybe just take on c6, and it's a better version of what we had in the game. But yeah, he decided to take, and after bishop takes c6 he played the move queen to c2. And now it's not easy to come up with, I mean, it's clear that black has a good position here, but it's not clear how to proceed, to what to do, what move to play. The move bishop to b5, for example, makes a lot of sense to try to control this diagonal here. But in the game he played even better, but he started with knight to d2, knight d2, and d4. And well, now when we see this this sequence of moves, it suddenly makes sense, and it's very obvious, right? Black is trying to open up the positions for his bishops, because, well, black has a bishop pass, so why not open up the position? Well, now a lot of space is on the king side, so black can try to attack on this side of the board. And, well, finally the bishop on b2 now is a bit closed, since the black pawn is on the move on the d4 square. Now white played a mistake. The correct move was g3 because there was too much pressure on these files. Although I think again it's pretty clear that black has a wonderful game. These light squares are very weak around the white king, and, well, I think it's pretty simple to play this position as black. A lot of threats can be made in a short period of time. White would have to figure something out very quickly, and it's not easy. Instead, in the game, he just took on d4. He didn't like this pressure, this bishop closed. He just wanted to open up the position. However, there is now the move. Now there are two moves that are winning. Nimzowitsch, Tarrasch actually went for the version that was a little slower, but also was winning. So he now took on h7, which won in the game. We're gonna look at this in a moment. The better move here was bishop takes g2 here, and the point is, well, I don't think there's anything better than just take on g2 from practical point of view. And now just simply queen to g5, king has to go to h1, and queen f4. So trying to attack this h2 square. Obviously the only way to defend that is to go king h2, but now it's pretty clear that the white king is in a lot of danger here, because now simple threat, queen to h3, and now if something like knight to e4 happen, then we can just play queen f4, king to g2, and just take on e4 with the rook. And I think we can stop in trying to analyze this position. Black is a pawn up, but most importantly, this king is too vulnerable. There are too many threats of mating this king, and the bishop, the queen, everything here just works together, and there's just no way that the black cannot win the game. Of course, yeah, and as I said, black is even up material, so there's really no hope in this position for white. Instead, he played the move bishop. Here in this position, he played bishop takes h2, which is also winning, but a bit more complicated. King takes h2. If king h1, of course, a big mistake, because now just simply queen h4, and the threat of bishop to g3, just the position. Yeah, it's just simply winning for black. There's no need to go for this. The most practical and the best move is to take on h2. Now queen h4 anyway, king to g1, and yeah, bishop takes g2. The best move here, very typical. You can say classical. Two bishop sacrifice on h2 and g2, and, well, king takes g2 is computer's first choice, and a computer says that it is definitely the best line here, but I don't think I agree with this assessment. Like queen to g4, king h2, and just simply rook to d5. The computer says that this position is okay, but obviously it's not, because, I mean, it's okay. Computer says that it is the best option for white. However, of course, black is still winning. But from practical point of view, we just pick up this knight, and we have a free. Well, the h pawn is running up the board. We are much ahead in material, and it's really easy to win this position as black. And that's why you should not always trust the computer assessments, because it's pretty obvious that in the game here, after king takes h2, it's this line that I've just shown. It's a very simple line to find, and, well, if the evaluation is going to be very simple win for white, for black, then there's no reason to go for this. You can pretty much resign the game instead of playing king takes g2. Instead, he played the move f3, which is a much better move because now it's more challenging. From practical point of view, it's just much better. And the point is, it's not easy to find a move for black here, and it's very easy to make a mistake. For example, queen to g3, just simple knight e4, and well, queen is under attack, and white would just take the bishop on g2 in the next move. So very easy to make a mistake for from black's point of view. So rook f e8, very good move now, played in the game by Tarrasch. And now after knight e4, which is pretty much forced, there's the sequence of move queen to h1, king f2, and bishop takes f1. And if rook takes f1 here, then of course we have queen h2, and we just pick up this queen with a very simple win. So in the game he tried the move d5 to, well, try to maybe create some threats on f6, do stuff like that. But now now the Tarrasch f5 was basically just winning here. Now in the game queen c2 has been played, although after, for example, just to show you the example, knight f6, king to f7, knight takes, just rook takes on e8, and well, it's actually made in a couple of moves, so that is not possible. So he tried at least to go queen c2, well, creating some mating threats. Well, that sounds reasonable, but now after queen to g2, king e3, in the game he played rook takes e4, beautiful, f takes e4, and he chose the move f4 check. There was a quicker win here, which was queen to g3 check, and after king d2, queen f2, king to d1, and just simply queen e2 checkmate. But he was probably in more fancy mood, I don't know. He chose to play the move f4, and now after this sequence of moves, there's a very beautiful unexpected checkmate with the bishop on b5. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I really hope that you'll find this useful to improve your understanding of middle game, of some pawn structure, of how to convert an attack into a winning position. And well, I just hope that you just simply enjoyed the game as much as I did. So as always, if you liked the video, then of course please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment so you can tell me what should I do in my next videos. See you soon.